Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I am Rue, and another month has somehow come to an end already. This year really is flying by for me. It's kind of crazy. So we are now going to discuss everything I used up in my collection, as well as everything that has come into my collection. So if I'm remembering correctly, we go with empties first, so let's go ahead and jump into that. So I got this little box that I put my empties in if they fit, which this month they did. I felt like I didn't get a ton of empties this time, but there's still some stuff to talk about. So starting with my Ingredients Vitamin Complex Capsule Cream. This was a mini, not a mini, probably, I don't know. It was in my advent calendar. The full size is quite a bit larger, which I purchased in last month's video. This one I did empty out completely. So this is the fully empty jar here. I do really enjoy this product, so I did repurchase it before running out, which is why it was in last month's video. I also used up this L'Oreal Extraordinary Jojoba Oil hair mask. I genuinely loved this product. Unfortunately, when I bought it, I wasn't even thinking about like cruelty free or anything, so I got it. I used it quite a few times, and then I realized L'Oreal is not a cruelty-free brand. So I did make the executive decision not to repurchase this, even though I loved it. I have not found a replacement for this in the same price point that is cruelty-free. If you have any suggestions, please let me know, because I did really love this product. Yeah, I'm very upset to be out of that, but I do want to try and find a cruelty-free alternative. This is, once again, I know it's a piece of plastic, but I do want to tell you guys when I use up a bath bomb, and some of my bath bombs just don't have the stickers on it. This was from Alt Cosmetics, who no longer exists. I think Alt Cosmetics might still exist, but it's not by the original owner, so I no longer purchase Alt Cosmetics. But I used up one of my bath bombs. I'm trying to use at least one a month if I can. I also used up, I had a couple free samples that I got at Shoppers Drug Mart when I was picking up a few things last month, and I did use them up. This one is La Rose Paris. It was just a moisturizing cream for dry to very dry skin. I did not like this. I didn't like the smell. I didn't like how it felt. I really do prefer my Ingredients capsule cream thingy. I used a little bit on my face to try it, and then ended up using the rest on my hands just to not waste it. But I'm also just not a very big rose person, so I wasn't a big fan of that one. I also used up my Smashbox Pore Vanishing Photo Finish Primer. I did like this one. It reminded me of my e.l.f. Sun Touchable primer that I do really love, but I don't think I would need both, so I'd probably just go with whichever was the better deal. I do believe this is a cruelty-free brand. I did empty out my Duo Lash Glue. I love this lash glue. I accidentally bought a different type of Duo Lash Glue that I'm not loving as much. I'll definitely be going back to this one once I get that one emptied out. But yeah, this one is nice and empty. I did also use up one of my chapsticks. I got this for Christmas, not in 2025, but 2024. This chapstick was in my purse for over a year, and I finally used it up. This lasted forever. I believe it was a local business. Again, it was a Christmas gift, so I'm not 100% sure. It's called Herb and Body, a natural lip balm, rosemary and yin yang. But I did enjoy this. It lasted me a very long time, but I'm excited to have it empty and be moving on to some other products to get used up. And I did also use up a small hand lotion. I'm very surprised this is my only lotion for body lotion in my empties. I have one that's almost empty that I use after I shower, and that one will probably be in next month. I definitely thought it would be in this month, but it's not. This is my only lotion. It smelled really nice, but I don't know how well it did for hydrating. It was eucalyptus and spearmint, which I loved. It was from, I think, Bath & Body Works, which I personally don't really shop from there, but I do occasionally get gifts, which I'm not against by any means. I just don't really go there myself. But when I get a gift, I typically do enjoy the product, and this one smelled absolutely incredible. I did really, really like the smell when I put it on. That is everything for my empties. So we had one hair care empty, I believe just one full size makeup empty, and one, what's this called? Sample size empty. And then for body care, we had the bath bomb. So 1, 2, 3, 4 empties. One was a sample size. And then for lips, we just had the one chapstick. I have one lip oil that is so close to empty. Part of me wanted to count it, but it's fine. I'm going to keep using it up and put it in next month's. I'm sure it'll be in next month's. But that's all I had. So in total, we had 8 empties, which I feel like between 8 to 10 is kind of seems to be pretty consistent for what I empty out. Quite a few of them are one-time use type things, like the samples, like the bath bomb. But it's still things getting used up and taken out of my collection. So I'm pretty happy with that. I did feel like this month, I didn't feel like I was getting as many empties as I normally do. But 8 is still not a bad number in my opinion. So that is all of my empties. If you're ready to hop into what came into my collection, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we're gonna go kind of based on when I got things, sort of. So I just got these yesterday in the mail, and these ones are a little bit weird. So they're just packs of lashes. I just get these off Amazon, and what I'm gonna do for empties is once I'm on to my last one, this container is gonna go into my empties, because at that point these will be attached to my little tray that I have of ones that are currently in use, if that makes sense. So that way I can still tell you when I empty a whole pack. So I got this pack, and then I got these little bits to put on my falsies. I don't know if you can see, but I used orange ones today just as a little pop. I really like having a pop of color, so I got these to add to my little falsies. I don't know how noticeable they are. Hopefully you can see them. This is my first time playing around with this type of product. The ones I used to use with colors came automatically on these, but they're so much harder to find now, and I think you get better bang for your buck doing it this way, so I'm gonna try and play around with that. Next up, we actually got 2 Eyescream Beauty Boxes in this month because my February one came in March, and my March one literally came in yesterday. I got no tracking information. I didn't get the little pamphlet that comes in the package. It felt very just thrown together. I actually didn't think I was going to get my March box. I thought I was going to have to call my bank and complain because I didn't get any information, and I reached out and didn't hear back. And then all of a sudden my box was just here. So I guess they forgot to send out that things were shipping. I don't really know. But we're going to talk about what came in the February box first. So for my February box, I'm going to make this very clear. Most of these products I don't know if I'm keeping. I haven't swatched most of them. I haven't touched most of them. I'm not sure if I'm going to gift them, put them in a giveaway pile. I don't know. I might try and sell them on like Facebook Marketplace. I'm just not really sure because the last 2 boxes were not very exciting. So for the February box, we got a Rhode Peptide Lip Tint. This one I did swatch and I am going to keep and use. We got a Blushing Blush Bo Baby Beauty blush. This one I opened to look at, but I have so many pink blushes and this one just wasn't exciting to me, so I didn't swatch it. I might either give it away, sell it, I don't know. We got a Ofra Signature palette. This was another blush palette where the shades just weren't exciting to me. I wasn't really blown away. I did open the packaging to look at it, but again, I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep this one. We also got a Lash Step stick, a shimmer stick. Mine came in broken, so I lost like half the product. It should have been like twice the size. I've only used it a couple times. I tried to reach out about it being broken and I never heard back, so it just is what it is. But I'm using this as a highlighter stick, which so far I'm enjoying it. I just wish it didn't come in broken, or they would have got back to me about it at least. But I am keeping this one. It was broken, so I couldn't resell it or give it away, so I just opened it. And then there was also a palette that I just was not excited about, and I actually already sold it for super cheap to an acquaintance of mine, so I can't even show you that one. But I will tell you that the palette was the Electric Rose palette by Cheeky Rose Beauty. And it was just a pretty neutral palette that had like a little pop of purple and pink, but it wasn't anything that I was excited about. So I sold it for super cheap to an acquaintance because she liked more neutral things. So that one is not even in my collection any longer. For the March box, I have two things that I am planning to keep. We have another Illuminati lip oil. As you saw, I almost have my last one used up. And I don't know if I'm going to use this one or one of the other products. Probably this because I've already opened and swatched it. Whereas this one I haven't actually swatched yet. This one is in the shade Jam though, and it does look pretty cute. So I'm just going to be putting that in my backups because I always love having a chapstick, lip oil, something to hydrate in my purse at all times. I also got a Charmacy mascara. This one is, I also haven't opened. It just, I believe is going to be like a black mascara, but my Megafy one is almost empty, so I'll probably be opening this one up after that. We'll see, because I have one other one in my backup, so I'll pick between the two. Next up, we had a Jade eye stick. So it's similar to the other one I showed you. This one thankfully did not come in broken. It's a green one. Again, I haven't decided if I'm going to keep it or gift it. I don't really use eyeshadow sticks, and I just have so much eyeshadow palettes that I love that I don't know if I'll prioritize using this, so I might just gift it. I'm not sure yet. We also got a So Rich. I don't know why I had such a hard time pronouncing that the first time I saw the name, but it's a highlighter. I also haven't swatched or touched this one. I just took a look at it, and I will say that the lid is a little bit overkill. I'm not a huge fan of that. It also looks very similar to a highlight I currently have and I'm trying to use up. So again, I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. And the last thing we got is my it's ZC, and I've been calling it Zisa, but I believe it is ZC Beauty or ZC Cosmetics. But we got their, it's called the Fireworks 16 color eyeshadow palette. And again, I'm just not blown away by the color story. I don't mind having a couple neutrals in my collection, but this just does not really excite me with that one pop of blue. If it had been like half really bold, beautiful colors and half neutral, that would have been different, but I'm just not very excited looking at this palette. So again, this one, I'm not really sure what my plan is for it. So realistically, out of everything I've shown you, I'm keeping about 4 items and I'm getting rid of 5, and I already got rid of 1 so far. At least that's what I'm planning to do. I don't know if I want to put some of it towards doing a giveaway. I don't know if I want to just gift it to people I already know. I really don't know. Next up, I did grab myself one hair care product. This is the Not Your Mother All Eyes on Me. It's a 10-in-1 hair perfector. I like that this one has the 450-degree heat protection. I always need a heat protection, and I have been out for a while, so I've been straightening my hair without protection for a little bit, and I just wanted to grab something. Since I didn't know what I wanted to grab for that hair mask, I just grabbed this so that I had something to help condition and help my hair. I've tried this one before and I don't mind it. It's pretty nice just to use as a heat resistant spray. So I grabbed this. And lastly, it was the Body Shop's birthday just a couple days ago. So me and my mom did decide to go and enjoy it. Here in Canada, they had a little tote bag with some free samples as the free gift with purchase. Apparently other places you got like $45 worth of product. We just got a couple crappy samples, but we also got buy one get one free day of, so we did get to enjoy a pretty good deal. So we actually went splits on pretty much everything here. So I got this giant, I love their body butters. I got this giant orange scented body butter. This one is in Satsuma. and I'm planning to put this at the shower and use it after I shower. It's so nice with really dry skin. It helps keep my skin from getting really itchy and irritated. So I love putting this on after a shower. I have a shea one as well that's about half the size. So this one is going to be for when I want to have a nice fruity scent. That one's going to be for when I want more like of my coffee scents or anything like that. It's a little more neutral. But I didn't buy that one, so it's not counted. But this one I did buy this month. So we each got one of those, and then I really like that scent, so I also got a body mist in it. They used to have 2 body mists I loved. They were like half the size, but one was a woodsy scent and one was an orange scent, and I miss them so much. So when I smelled this, I had to get my hands on it. It is a body mist, so I won't say the lasting power is amazing, but the scent of it is beautiful. Next up we got, I just wanted a couple littler of the body butters to throw in my purse. I haven't had a lotion to throw in my purse in a while, and I really do just like having something to help hydrate. So this one is in Dewberry. It smells really nice. It's kind of like, it almost smells like the alcoholic gummy bears for, yeah, like the alcoholic gummy candies. That's kind of what this one reminds me of. I did also get just a nice simple almond milk. Again, this is what I'll use as a lotion if I'm doing like a coffee perfume type scent. I think that this will be good for that sort of thing. I don't have a lot of perfumes, but there are certain perfumes or scents that I can think of where I would want to use this as my lotion. And then I did grab one more of my makeup melting balms. I love these. I have a big one that I keep in my shower for when I'm fully removing makeup, and these little ones I keep on my vanity for when I have fallout or need to do any kind of makeup touch-ups. I'm not opening this one yet. I already have one this size opened, but I did just grab one of these because I was taking advantage of the deal, and I know I will go through these. Lastly are some samples that came in my little tote bag from going to the Body Shop and purchasing. So we got an Edelweiss Daily Serum Concentrate, just this tiny little guy. It'll be like a one-time use thing. I'm sure most of these will get used up this month. We also got a Glow Boosting Intense Moisturizer. This one is in vitamin C. We did get a vitamin C Glow Revealing Serum, just another teeny tiny little sample here. And then we got 3 of these body butter samples, and what I plan to do with these actually is throw them in my swim bag so that I don't have to have a big one, and after swimming I can moisturize my legs and skin and everything, because swimming always dries the skin out, but with summer around the corner I do personally love going swimming. So we got British Rose, Shea, and almond milk, and yeah, I'll probably just have these available in my swim bag so that I can get them used up that way. That is everything that came into my collection in the month of February. So let's count up how many products came into my collection. I'm not going to count the palette that I have already gotten rid of because that's silly. Technically that could count as a go in and go out because it wasn't used and it wasn't decluttered. I don't know. We're going to count. So I'm going to count each of these as an individual, just one, because that's how I'm going to count them as going out. Okay, so we had 24 things come into my collection this month. I'm not going to lie, I thought this month I wouldn't really have very much, just because I didn't think my Eyescream Beauty Box was coming in because I hadn't heard anything. But then the Body Shop had their birthday and I really did want to take advantage of that. And those are products that I do use up quite a bit. I'd say the only things that I don't know how much use they'll get are actually gonna be from my Eyescream Beauty Box, which usually they bring in products I'm very excited to use. But again, if I do get rid of those, I'll mention them in the empties. Not as an empty, but as like a, hey, I did get rid of this product as well. Just so you guys are aware if I do anything like that. I'm going to try and find a way to incorporate it into this video or the next video or whatever, but this type of video. But I will say that that's a pretty chunky number to have brought into my collection, and I didn't mean to. It didn't feel like that much, but I do know that I'll get a lot of use out of like all the lotions and that stuff. The lashes will last me a good long while, probably. So most of it is stuff and like that I like will get used up for sure. But let me know how many things came in to your collection this month, as well as how many left your collection. I did only use up 8, so the fact that I brought in over double is kind of hard to grasp. That's kind of crazy to me. But next month, I'm sure I'll have at least 3 of these used up because I'm going swimming on the weekend. So that'll be a nice start to my used up products. We will just have to kind of wait and see and yeah, see what next month brings. I am really happy with pretty much everything that I chose for coming into my collection. The Eyescream Beauty Box, I do really enjoy being subscribed to. I have one more box paid, but I might be canceling my subscription just because the last 2 months I haven't been very happy with my experience with the products in the box, as well as their lack of communication and shipping info and that sort of thing. But that is everything for today's video. So like I said, let me know down below how guilty you were this month for bringing things in and how well you did for getting things used up. And other than that, guys, if you do want to see more content from me, you can feel free to hit that subscribe button, but only if you feel so inclined to do so. And with that said, guys, I will catch you on my next one. Bye!